evening, guys, and welcome to Local Five's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. I am your host, Indiana Shills, back with another edition of the show. Happy Friday to everybody. Looking forward to the weekend. I hope everybody had a great holiday as well. I know what I did. I ended up going back on after my show on Thursday night. Excuse me, Wednesday night. We went over to my aunt's place, and we had the whole family over there, and obviously a little different with not having my parents there for the first time, but it was a good time for sure. Still, I mean, Christmas is always you kind of use the holidays as a check-in point on where you're at in life and stuff like that. And I won't lie, it was definitely weird. It was tough. I mean, it was. I wouldn't say emotional too much, but a lot of it weighs on your conscience, especially losing both parents in 1 year. But nevertheless, my sister and I have a great support system around us with everything going on, and we went to my aunt's place. I had some good food. Polish sausage, obviously very popular. Um, had a couple of those for sure. Meatballs were great, and just had a couple drinks, just sharing stories. Took some really funny photos. Photos I can't necessarily show, but they are pretty funny. They're very embarrassing of me. Um, but we played like a couple card games as well. It's like most likely to, and or it was like trivia as well. A lot of fun stuff for sure. So it was good to see my mom's side of the family, and I called my dad's side of the family because they're up in Shawano County. So unfortunately, we couldn't be at each place, but it was nice. I got to see my cousins. I got to just hang out with the family, and then Christmas Day, obviously a little weird. Just me and my sister at the house, and we got our three dogs though. So they we Mackenzie actually bought them a stocking full of toys, and we poured it out, and I mean the dogs just went crazy. They were running around. I mean, they were so excited to get new toys and stuff like that. One of my dogs is obsessed with like squeaking toys, so he was, oh my goodness, he was all over the place. But then Mackenzie and I, we ended up just kind of sitting around watching a bit of Fallout, the TV show on Amazon Prime. I had seen season one already. Season two is coming out, I believe, every Friday. I think there's a new episode that dropped today, but she has not seen it. And it's made by a game developer called Bethesda, who makes two video games that I'm a very big fan of, and my sister's a very big fan of. So she's starting to watch that. We got through about 4 or 5 episodes, and then we ended up going over to my buddy's place for a little late night fun on Christmas Day. Had some drinks, had more food as well, Polish sausage. Ate that up. I mean, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that stuff's good. That's the stuff. And then it's always kind of cool. There's like this little game that my best friend's parents play, and they give us gifts actually if we end up winning the game. So you just pretty much got to bounce a ping pong ball into like a cupcake uh, tray, and then you get the corresponding prize. So what I ended up getting is I got what did I get? I got two good glasses. One of them was like from like Broken Bat Baseball Brewing Company or something like that, and then I ended up getting some golf balls, a new Callaway hat. Even though I'm a Titleist guy, but Callaway's still pretty cool. We'll take it. I'm not going to complain about gifts, and yeah. So we were singing karaoke too. That was a little embarrassing for sure. I mean, I was. I always say I'm not quite a dancer when it comes out to like going to a bar or something like that, but I love to sing, and I took that microphone quite a bit. I mean, well, here we are in front of a microphone as we are here, but yeah, I mean, I was singing all sorts of things from 80s to country to rap to 60s. I mean, it was awesome. So my favorite thing is I was singing a little bit of Marty Robbins, a little Big Iron and El Paso, and yeah, it was good stuff. Definitely a lot of fun. It was a late night for sure, and that kind of stunk because, like I said, or as you know, I'm here. So I had to drive back up this morning. My coworker Adam graciously switched shifts with me, so I am on the late shift tonight. But that allowed me to sleep in a little bit, especially when we got back at like 4 in the morning. So drive back this morning was perfectly fine, no issues. Got my coffee and I went straight from my house to work. So I haven't even been back to my apartment yet. We just went straight here. The ETA could not have lined up more perfectly. I got here, started at 1:30, got here at 1:28. I mean, it was spot on perfect. I don't know how I planned that. That's really not how it was supposed to go, but hey, sometimes you take the small wins you get in life. So, but today, enough about me. Well, actually, maybe a little more. I am kind of tired today. I won't lie. But it is the weekend. I'm going to the Packer game tomorrow with my buddy Eric, one of my high school friends from back home. He's coming up, and we have. It's actually my employee of the quarter tickets that I received, and I was supposed to go to the Carolina game. That's what they were originally for. And my sister and I were in Arizona for the NASCAR race during that time. So graciously, I was able to get the tickets switched around to the Ravens game, and I was really hoping that it'd be kind of a big deal. And now Jordan Love is out. Big news there. Lamar Jackson's doubtful, so it looks like it could be a battle of backups. Excuse me, Malik Willis against Snoop Huntley. Uh, Definitely not what I thought a week ago. I thought we were looking at Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, playoffs on the line. Now, Ravens are in a bit of trouble. They have to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Even if they win, they don't control their own destiny. They need the Steelers to lose. But Packers, they clinched. They're in, so that doesn't surprise me that they're benching Jordan Love for his concussion. Kind of, taking it back, getting back slowly. But yeah, tickets are pretty nice. Looking forward to a good day. It doesn't look like the weather will be too bad. I mean, maybe some sprinkles or something at the end of the game, but got some buddies from back home as well coming up, another friend group that we're going to try to get lunch with. And it should be a good time. So definitely looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and get into the news. So like I said, Jordan Love, he's out on Saturday. The Packers have announced that it comes 6 days after the 27-year-old suffered a concussion during the second quarter of Green Bay's loss to Chicago on December 20th. Tough hit for sure. Was it dirty? I mean, I don't want to say it was. Jordan Love kind of put his head down, and it's just kind of an unfortunate situation. But Malik Willis, he was listed as questionable, but he is expected to start, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Both teams are expected to start the backups. Lamar Jackson's doubtful due to a back injury. He hasn't practiced all week, so I wouldn't expect Lamar Jackson to be on the field, but should still be a good time. Now, sticking with the Packers, big day for the Packers. It's never a bad idea to celebrate tradition and history of one of the NFL's most iconic franchises. On December 26, 1993, Packers safety Leroy Butler picked up a fumble, scored, which seems simple enough, but it became much more when Butler took it upon himself to leap into the crowd. Yes, that's right. The Lambeau Leap was born today on December 26, 1993. For 32 years, the Lambeau Leap has seen countless Packers players celebrate, not for the fans, but with the fans. An immeasurable number of players have done this in the last 3 decades. On a 32nd birthday, the league's greatest tradition. There's some very memorable ones. Obviously, the first one with Leroy Butler. I'm looking at a couple of these photos here. Tucker Kraft, he's in there flexing. I mean, it's just one of the coolest things, jumping up there and hanging out with the fans. And it's really every Packers dream to do that. I mean, that's the first thing you think of when you score a touchdown is I'm getting up into those stands and I'm hanging out with the fans. It's such a cool thing. And just outside of Lambeau Field, if you guys don't know, there is a statue that honors the iconic Lambeau Leap. So it's a pretty cool thing. And Ryan Kudish is here. Didn't know he was coming today. I probably should have, though. Ryan? Let's bring you in right away.
So I told you that pretty much every day I'm going to be filling in.
I don't really listen to it.
So I guess I've learned that your memory is just as bad as mine.
Yes, it really is. It's everything happens, and it's Christmas. And
I think you had too much eggnog yesterday.
I might have had too much eggnog. We are going to head to our first commercial break before we talk the weather.
You're chopping me out.
I've been yapping for...
Yeah, you yap too long.
That's typical. All right, guys, we'll be back in just 1 minute.
All right.
Welcome back to Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. Kudish,
Let's get it.
how was your Christmas?
It was great.
You were over by a coworker's place.
Yes,
as far as I remember.
Yes. So I'll break it down from a fundamental standpoint.
Let's hear it.
So Christmas Eve, I was here, obviously, with you. Who else would I want to do first 5 p.m. with on my Christmas Eve?
It was awesome.
It was great.
It was a
great
good show.
day.
We had some nice pictures.
Yep.
Oh, good stuff.
But yeah, went out to Christmas Eve Mass at 7 o'clock over at St. Matthew's. Great church. I love it there. And then I went home and made myself a nice juicy steak with some fries.
All right.
I also, for my Christmas party with a coworker's family, I made a nice Christmas Chex Mix.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Super easy. It's, all you need is M&Ms, pretzel sticks. I did Honey Nut Cheerios and then rice Chex. Combined them all together, melted down some white chocolate, and mixed them around, and it was done in 15 minutes.
There you go.
It was really good.
Good.
They gave me some very, very high reviews of my Chex Mix. So
there you go.
If you ever want me to make you some,
it's gonna have to be. You're gonna have to bring it in for when the Packers win the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know about that one, but
Against
anyway,
the Patriots.
But yeah, then that'd be cool. That'd be cool if it would be Patriots Packers.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know how you would feel. It'd be quite.
I'd be running my mouth.
Oh, there's no doubt.
There's no doubt.
A northeasterner like you.
Yeah, no, I would be the most humble fan around. Give myself a pat on the shoulder. But Christmas Day was awesome.
Good.
Went over to a coworker's house, and it's just great to be with people.
Yeah, obviously, it's just. I mean, it's the holiday time. Being with family, friends. I mean, obviously, it's tough for you to be with family when.
But I call them my family in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So they welcome me with open arms. We played this. It's kind of like a cup pong, but they cover the cup. And you look those ribbons you put on a gift, how light they are. You have to chuck one onto the a cup. If it lands on it, you get what's under there.
Oh, really?
But it sounds easy, but it just rolls off.
Right.
So you have to get it perfectly.
Yeah,
I won $5 and a few Hershey Kisses.
There you go.
We did a white elephant gift exchange, and through a series of unwrapping gifts and stealing gifts, 'cause that's how it goes. I won myself $25 to Texas Roadhouse, nice steak.
There you
and
go.
Marcus sent him a gift card as well for $25. So
awesome.
I brought my gift was 2 of the best card games of all time, Chameleon and Exploding Kittens. Do you know what those are?
I don't think I've ever heard of them. No.
What is it with you guys?
I usually just
Do you
play
just drink too much beer and eat a lot too much cheese? Okay, that's fair.
That's usually the drinking games we play up here. Usually it's like I can't even say what they're called because
we're gonna keep it PG on first 5 p.m. But no, overall it's great. And how was your holiday?
Like I said, I was just telling everybody before, but it was great. I mean, we went to right when I got home. I went to my aunt's place and I hung out with some cousins and stuff. Had some good food, and then yesterday Mackenzie and I opened a couple gifts, and we started watching. I've seen it already, but I got her into Fallout, the TV show now. So she's currently watching that. We got through like 4 episodes, and then we went over to my buddy Jared's place, and we hung out with. It was like me, Jared, Jason, AP, Jared's family. So it was a good time for sure.
Good stuff. I'm glad. I know it's been a tough year for you.
For sure. But
happy that you were able to spend a good holiday.
Great support system. A lot of good friends. A lot of good family. So that's the thing. Weather though.
Let's talk about it. Lots to talk about. So for tonight,
wrong
Act 2. I thought you'd be an expert.
Oh my God! Somebody changed it.
Oh my goodness! I'm not gonna blame you, but also kind of because you're kind of the host.
Somebody changed it to Max 1.
Oh, brother!
All right, now we're good.
So tonight we'll have cloudy skies, and look at those temperatures. They don't change very much because this time of year we want the clouds because they kind of add as a nice blanket over top of us.
Yeah.
Now with a very light wind and a very calm atmosphere, we'll likely generate some fog tonight. We have a lot of moisture in the low levels with a lot of that melted snow. That would be the main concern. So tomorrow could get a little foggy for the morning. Otherwise, it looks cloudy, maybe a little breezy out of the south, but that's what warms us up close to 40 degrees tomorrow.
I might be wearing shorts to the game.
I think you will be.
Do you think it's okay to do that?
I mean, you do you, man.
I mean, you know me. I mean, I wear shorts and anything.
Yeah, here's that forecast for you.
Let's take a look at it.
I was saying on the air, weird to say Saturday night football.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just with the holiday. Like I was at the party yesterday, and I was like, it does not feel like it's a Thursday.
It's a really weird time right now. I mean, it's so weird that like it stinks too because it's like
Yeah.
Christmas fell on a Thursday,
And
so
some people have to
everybody's
go
got to
back
go
to
back to
work.
work for one day.
Yeah, and that's the
then-
weekend.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
I love him.
Yeah. Look at this forecast. I mean, yes, it could be sunnier, but we know if it was sunnier, it'd be a lot colder and a lot windy.
I think I'm wearing shorts.
I think you might be.
I think I'm gonna do it.
You have, you would probably do better in that environment than me in shorts.
Well,
Just
it
saying.
helps when you got a couple
I wasn't
hundred
gonna
pounds on
say
you.
it. I wasn't gonna say it, but
It helps when you got a blanket on your body to
Yeah.
begin with. So
hey, amen to that one. But the only concern I have is we might see some mist and drizzle throughout the game, but
Okay.
that's minimal.
Yeah.
I was at the Bears and Packers game last year, and it was like 10 for a kickoff temp, feeling like 2.
Oh,
So we know what it could
yeah.
be this time of year.
Yeah.
So I guess
we'll take this.
we'll take this for sure. We missed a snow game at Lambeau
We did.
by 1 day.
Oh man.
I'm kind of annoyed, but let's break down that system because
All right,
this
let's
is going to
see.
be a little bit of a messy one. We'll have rain showers push in for the afternoon tomorrow on Sunday, and then we're watching a changeover from rain to snow to occur sometime Sunday evening. So it'll occur from west to east. So our highest snow totals will be up north where it changes over faster, lower totals south where it changes over slower. The big concern we have is when the snow changes over, that's when the wind's going to kick up. And it's going to be a very strong wind for Monday. We could have gusts 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour on top of snow. So blowing and drifting snow on Monday will be the main concern as it becomes a lot fluffier. So here's Futurecast. This is the European model that I'm rolling with. I think it's holding on to the system the best. Here's a mention of some mist and drizzle tomorrow. We might see a stray shower overnight after the game, so we're looking pretty good. The main event moves in around midday on Sunday. So here's 11.
I will not be leaving my apartment.
No, I'm doing the. I'll come in here for a quick update on Sunday morning, and then I'm going right home, doing nothing until I have to come back in here at for our late news on Sunday. But rain showers across the board. Here's the evening hours. You see that rain snow line up north?
Yeah.
Watch it drop from west to east across the area.
Wow.
So I likely, by 7, 8 o'clock, we're into snow here in Green Bay. See those darker shades of blue up north? That's where the snow could be pretty steady at times. And then I think we're all snow by 10, 11 o'clock, and it stays snow overnight going into Monday morning. We should see that snow wrap up around midday. Snowfall forecast. You're going to see a lot of snowfall maps on social media through different channels.
You know what Luke likes to call them?
Yes.
Hypers.
And the reason why I want to explain why we've you might see us as the lower end is because this is a rain over to snow event. Our ground has been pretty warm recently with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, and so is our road temps as well. And so it might take a little bit of time to, cool down to able to get snow on the roadways and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of these rain to snow events kind of underperform more often than not. So that's why we're on the lower end. If we get a 4-inch snowfall report in Green Bay, will I, dock myself? No, because we're pretty close. We don't want to be the ones to say, oh, we're going to get 3 to 5 here in Green Bay, and then we only get 2.5. So we want to make sure we, at least cover our bases. And I think, 1 to 3 is perfectly okay here. 3 to 6 inches of snow north and west of the Fox
right.
Valley. Brief update on the winds. Pretty light for the evening, but then here it goes. We get very strong.
Sheesh.
Yeah, overnight Sunday into Monday. Northwest gust, possibly touching 50 miles per hour.
Wow, it's going to be howling.
Yeah. All right. That's it for me.
Break time.
Let's break
When
time.
we come back, Ryan and I are going to play a little bit of a tier list.
You know where I'm ranking my team.
Yep. Ranking NFL teams. We'll be right back.
Sweet.
Welcome back to Local 5's first 5 p.m. here on WFRV Plus. It is time to rank NFL teams' seasons.
Oh boy, here
Now,
we go.
The 5 categories we got are, let me move this mic over a little bit. The 5 categories we got are Super Bowl contender,
Yep.
great season, all right,
Yep.
could have been better, underperformed, and look towards 2026. Kudish, we'll start off with your team. I think they
Super
should
Bowl
look ahead.
contenders.
Yeah, it's hard not to put
Super
the
Bowl
Patriots there.
I will say in that tier there will be some teams I will put ahead of us,
Mhm.
but absolutely Super Bowl contenders. A completely different atmosphere this time of this season compared to last year.
Drake May looks great. I mean,
Drake May, the co-founder of Bakemas.
Sure, whatever that means.
All right.
For the Packers, where would you rank the Packers?
You know,
I have where I'm ranking them.
I would go good season.
You
Or
would?
great season. Great season.
Okay. I would say all right could have been better. Strictly because
Yeah.
of the games they lost this year.
Yeah.
They lost some bad games.
I've docked you guys on those ones.
They have lost to the Browns,
Yep. Panthers.
Panthers. I mean, the Panthers are 8-7.
The Panthers, yeah,
But at that time,
they were not that good.
they were not. They didn't have it together. That should have been a win.
You guys
you
put
know,
up 10 points against the Eagles at home.
You completely flop against the Bears
Yep.
or blow it. Not even flop. You
Yep.
were winning the whole game
Yep.
until everybody had PTSD from an onside kick.
Yep. Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I would put a bet. All right, could have been better. I could, you could argue great season as well.
I
but
could say bottom of great seasons, top of
Yeah.
could be better, but
that's true. All right, a couple other interesting teams I want to hit before you got to get going.
all right.
Where would you rank the Ravens?
I would also say could be better, could be worse, because they've shown signs of life, but they've been so injured.
I'm gonna put them at underperformed. Honestly, the Ravens, they just didn't. I mean, injuries play a key part. That defense is rough.
They've been injured. They've been so injured.
Exactly.
Like, I remember that Texans game where CJ Stroud went nuts and threw
Yeah,
4 tutties.
I mean, it's just you always think of the Ravens having a good defense.
Yeah, you think of them as a scary, mighty defense from
But
the days of
they
T.
have-
Suggs
yeah,
and
they
Ray
have been
Lewis,
just- they-
Ed Reed.
I mean, we could see Malik Willis carve them up tomorrow.
We could.
I mean,
I
we'll
wouldn't-
see.
I wouldn't be
would love
shocked.
it. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But, let's go. The Bears. What are you saying? Are you
I'm-
saying great season or Super
Great
Bowl
season.
contender?
I'm going to go great season just because they have shown times where they would be a second round exit. I don't know if they're a Super Bowl contender.
I agree.
Because I do see some lapses in their team, especially with, I believe, their secondary has been very, very suspect,
Yes.
especially against some pretty good teams against the Packers. So
Yeah, I
I'm-
like
yeah.
putting them in great season. I don't think. I mean, they're on a magical run right now. I don't think it carries on. They kind of, and I hate to put this comparison, but they kind of remind me of the Brewers right now.
yeah, they
from
do.
this season.
All right. I got to head out.
All right, buddy.
So I'll look out for your list, but thank you for putting the Patriots in Super Bowl contender.
You know I got you, buddy.
Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe.
All
and
right.
I think Mama Kudish is watching. So, Mom, see you around.
Thanks, Mama Kudish.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Thank you.
See you around.
All right, we will continue on with this list here. We have about 5 minutes left. We'll go ahead and hit a couple highlight teams. The Chiefs, you got to say they underperformed. Obviously Mahomes going down, the season's kind of done anyways, but the Vikings, I don't know if you want to put underperformed or look toward 2026. They kind of just, I'll say underperformed. The Bengals definitely underperformed. Here, we can get some of these guys out of here quick. Lions were a big underperformer. That surprised me. Chargers, I'd throw a great season. Super Bowl contender up here for the Rams. Colts, I would say great season. Fell apart after Daniel Jones went down, though. I would still put him in great season. I mean, nobody expected the Colts to be that good. Another underperformer. Look towards it. Big underperformer for me. I think San Fran's still a Super Bowl contender. The Bills are a Super Bowl contender. The Broncos, I would even say, are a Super Bowl contender at this point. They look good. Eagles, I would say great season. Now, there's always a chance for the Eagles. So I say the same for the Seahawks, honestly. The Steelers, I'll put at great season. I think they had a great season. Panthers, I mean, I didn't expect the Panthers. Jaguars had a great season. Dolphins, I mean, get these guys out of the way. I would even put them there. Texans, I'd say great season. Cowboys, I mean, all right. Could have been better for sure. And I would say probably the same with the Falcons. I mean, you expected that offense to be pretty explosive. Now, Michael Penix going down does not help. But Kirk Cousins kind of balling out a little bit. This would be my list right now. I think the 5 Super Bowl contenders are the Patriots, the Rams, the 49ers, the Bills, and the Broncos. Certainly could argue, Seahawks up there, Eagles up there. I'm telling you, it's not even me being biased. I don't see it. either one of these teams. The Chargers, great team. I don't see them winning a Super Bowl this year. Panthers, great season. I mean, but talk about these teams that underperformed. I mean, you're looking at the Ravens, who are always really good. The Chiefs, who've made the playoffs for the longest time. The Bengals, who, Joe Burrow is one heck of a quarterback, but just he was injured, and that defense is still probably one of the worst in the league. Lions, I mean, what happened? You were 8-5, and then you go on and just lose 3 straight. I mean, to the Vikings, to 9. Washington, I mean, I think we expected a little bit more out of Washington this year. Buccaneers, I mean, they started so well and just have fallen off the face of the earth. So let's see if real quick, can I go to NFL Perry? I'll quickly give you guys my weekly predictions here. Now, we already know that these games happened like this. I like the Chargers and the Packers tomorrow. On Sunday, I think the Buccaneers win, the Patriots win, the Steelers win, and, well, I mean, the Ravens would have to win to have a chance. But regardless, Steelers win. I like the Jaguars. I like the Saints. I like Carolina in an upset here, which really puts pressure on Tampa Bay. Those games will be happening simultaneously, so there will be a lot of scoreboard watching, I assume. Bengals and Cardinals, I'll give it to the Bengals. I mean, somebody's got to lose this game, and I think it's the Raiders that lose. Bills and Eagles, really good game. I think Bills pull it out, just being at home. 49ers, Bears, I like the 49ers in this one. I think the Bears will win against the Vikings in the final week of the season. I think they play the Vikings. No, Packers play the Vikings. I mean, the Lions, sorry. I think they win that final game, and then they'll end up, I think they would win the division, but regardless. And then Monday night, I like the Rams just to continue dominating, and that is kind of where my head is at for this week of the NFL. Like I said, going to the game tomorrow, so pretty excited. I'll have to give you guys an update on Monday, how everything went, but until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I hope you had a lot of good fun for the holidays. Let's carry that into the weekend. Like I said during my live shot, I've been Indiana Shills, host of First 5 p.m. I will catch you guys on Monday. But for now, enjoy Friday, enjoy Saturday, and maybe relax on Sunday. All right, guys. See you on Monday.